It's on only Sasabonsam.
Sasabonsam.
Or being for Sasabonsam.
That's right.
Emeritus professor.
And the Kwame and just from every second day. A bank crime.
Okay. Abom.
Radio from the Kwame, what to near Pao.
We can go ye.
Kwame, I'm try ye papa.
Are they?
I did be about Kwame, young Henry, I'm one car about how I drink.
They are.
It's becoming a silent killer. Kwame, microfinance if we in Semia. Abe Bay. I was a one I won't see Kaka could do. A bang, she shared, say, as I say, Okoje won't scour liquidated you. Say, when I didn't come out, had a Kwame.
Yeah,
Nancy Bisabi Bree was had him. Kwame, you'll be Sikat so to say them cry now. Oka was over mount. A more, it be at 10,000. It is kind
they are paying. Yes,
exactly. Scanner so to say them cry now, no Bema one. Enti Sankaye pon a percentage in Pank be a baby webin. Kwame me kwayi na otuabi. Sadi ama sebi. Obi hwere ne nkwa wo ho. Kwame yawdi ni sika ko dim tombeye 1 million. Okwa akogya wo so man bibi fia bi keke Kwame mo awere ho ene abobu odi. Ode adan nani. Enti ni anibinum esusu ne se adan na Kwame ye di sika 900 million and am a liquidator. So mfentua wonka. Kwame ubue banka minimum required capital requirement no about 400 million na me bwa
yeah
it can bet me abue bank se bien na ya migrate san crofo nyina dia ko it can go just but at least ya abue banka what take over sa san crofo ya wo hwe say usika da ho a obi o me gene de onim so miss can say no na ewo so microfinance but say what they come bank yi a won na hwe mame ebi nkoje nti kwa me yanhwe mo nsem kan ne ye sika na akọ no ya te se so ngatua mu be 30 million aka be about 870 million kwa me no kwa ben so na fe so kra no be brenant me ko tro wo din ye enko fill forms no ye se ne se wo fill form ansa enti bon se liquidator no I extend the time no so wa hwe form a
enti aden won ko tro
kwa me sare
aden won ko tro wo din fill form
I mean ni pa ba he na sebi atro we win because we say microfinance for no one me ya bodwa fi bi dey go
enti won ni records bia won
I mean you say Bank of Ghana ewo san once I registered in there wo bia ni patoto a one clients on one year juma enti adan na me kan say one migrate one yam she bank ba konsa next kan nkoda ho say no nim say me nkoje miska kra me nim say miska da ha there be o here kakra peso koja no akwa because liquidator ne hono Kwame enweki one show din into na why extension one control din into and one my extension be an control no correct
aden ne model run kan kire won one control ndi
Kwame the model run no kra na se wokwa kusi na ahia obi renko say nipa na wan ko niska ne de be den
aden nipa na anko
Kwame senke obekwa anka sabri ye hu ne popoyi ye mi sa liquidator ba he na aka so wo number ss wo do ndinko ba he na be wan be fill forms and ba he no me fill ye nti Kwame ye migrate won ye for won ko she bank bi ase na banks ne won deal directly rather than say kwana ko de osika wa ko fill forms ansa sika ne dodo no ye be ma omu se Kwame is a silent killer one man for ehwe won kon sa se me ho ti ye moa ne kan ne pa and I say obi say nisika 2 million obi say 3 million obi 5 million all cause you be ma 10,000
na
what's on akai da ben neba
what's one man 10,000 we are da ben odin kan be ba no
Kwame no na e bi say ya da ben neba
won kwa den waka kire won
what the abeto phone so say sika say what the abeto account mu anako so okoje go pete say mra wo de papa di obra nipa di nkomo no kire say brand wo tua bi no mo de through mobile money Kwame ehun kuntabu ni yebesida na ehun ye e o man misika o
it's an option
enti ni aye kan say se be ya e be ya Kwame na papa mu no obu ho no ma okoye investment banka so ko jenis card abetu fie opeso ye investment it no jenis card akwa to ho enti say wo de ne ko bank fofora obetima ko tua ne business ko person ne bank ne ye ne eso ho and when him say miss Canada ho there be a me pen me kwa koje obo ha onkoje kra because of say as I said that ho na ewo mo ho di ni aye ne say bra beje o sika na fa koye na pesa o de kokoye that wasn't nipa intention o de ko start say on obi ko investment kwa sika no so dodo enti ni a wonder man one man per percentage o ebi anka 1 million da ho a ye be ma 20% of 1 million, and now 30% of 1 million, and now 50% of 1 million. Maybe they 300. Honestly, obey 10 and not 20 and not. But in the hour, my one, insignificant. I will find what the year or being so lifetime investment. And in Nipari was adding, and he said, DKM, yet me to whom and among ye who did it. Kwame, ye what does switch and DKM? What does switch and DKM customers? And he has a banging say, on just so betting me to an among papa. Na, and so she in so say, well, consolidated bank, ye don't know what Sir, 900 million, the Dakakoto, sir, bank was say, I'm pass out there. Yan farmer bank, no, ne clients in deal. Yan debit will be account. I may have some tia. Chancel, big those coffee forms will be a failure. It near one coffee forms, no. Nasa one could Genesis come and no home can tell me the day. Only
why was it Usikadaho? No, was a better form, no one come.
Nipa yen won ye kan ho asemi so no bi a Nisikada bank a ono so say Niska wo GCB ana Fidelity ana bibisa o abrewa bi no otutu say oy ton ko bibi momon bi
abrewa okwa chiro okwa bi aka wan chiro nidi
so wan chiro nidi pa wo chiro nidi pa ba yen hwe say ye hwe fa ha na ya hwe fa ha kwa me dan na esi kwan say ye de say ni pere nyina be ka ko bank ba kwan ase dan na esi kwan
well,
Yadi paying na Bakosha bank back once. Nessica, what in Kuna Diama, liquidator no, Yadi Akosha bank no. And so on can I. And mamma for many years of a Kosoa doing Kakotuba, what Josika Kotufi, no Fanko Eden. It's a banning to sign a money, don't knock us a walking. 1 year ready so Baby Jones Kadiako, be there and not tonight. It's if I young share bank be assay. Nasali liquidator seminal, near engine film. Or come nipa huamene nipa bread nipa wuande was ade ho enti yesra yan hwe say aban no obetimi atie sakasa ye ken no why who bibi because obi apre dodo na apre ba me ahwete o
mate
ahwete o pa enti sa de a ene aban no jejeje bi a nisika koka ho no na ese hwe say ebetu na mon foforo na yebesesa na say yeah foforo baba be ni ya man there because DKM and nam so
enti asem na ken nyina ne say yiku aban
o ganes and make say so betu no fo enti on tie there yen pani sin chan yen ko because DKM wo ye bi e wo bro ene ahafo manho Kwame ni titru pa ne say amanfo sika Kwame Ericam amanfo sika re me say ayi amekwa me re ho is
oro chima bwajima che
Rokame, abacha what to say?
Nyame adomi wo na eja. Me nua PAC na me chia na o preach ya ma me.
Ya ko fa pa dem say on education kakra.
And
Maso finance no nim say mu bi say ya chapa since 1998.
Good. And ye beba so do
ya ko fa da robo mu aho Brazil mu so one of the best in Ghana. Only Maria for microfinance, micro loans, micro savings. Nkete. Na bra ko mi busa question pa mudo. Two person say ye protest no more protest no man chu obi eden o man passbook. Now if you microfinance here in Shazene.
You can net problem about near what collapse no and you say migrating crop for one question. Education no here sabri solution. Education be on
adenti na unpe
bisika na koshim.
Obiese
na kwan obefa na say
or tell kwan so say education hu here.
How can you am tie kwan na so be kire won a wo abonten na wo su ne kwan.
Na sa ori kan no come out.
For abonten kwan mo wo su wori wu.
Enti one year
education be biem.
O ba be kire kwan.
I'm for obi
ankire kwan because
one coach one client who no kan kwan e
na on fire no nkire
okay and na nyame be educate me
ani patwa ni pue no nkire
no kan sem say on o church match na nyame
yo minim mon church mi
adeba kwa wonim fa odi bia na wonim emfa microfinance clients no say obi a wo because of the Chicago come no MPP for ya Sabi yan konko ye make sure say ebe lose vote because say you acting. By the way, na mo solution na mo te we dey. If you ngotwe. Mo be na hwede yi. Education. O ka say microfinance clients do na mo electricity na mo nim di mo ya.
Did I say that?
No, so say obi oto bojubuja we nim ti bia obi di ka. The omo ya very very intelligent. E bia na school na bia nkwa bibisa ba na krampo no. Probably be woma otumi kama wo microfinance e wo form pa Now ban she muno. And you need a swan or bind the other. At that approach. Make I set my chassis. They bear about 600 microfinance institutions. But could be walk around the one I know in Skakro de Yajuma. And as Kako come, me cry me because I'm a microfinance operator. A investment house is crazy, can be come. I buy no friend was able to add their way. Oh, come about money. Now your option. Opposite to a bit your mouth. And Tina come on him say, it could be a can album your bank me, and about money. And you know, and yes, be a over microfinance solution and thereby at the paper vote to once I answer you. Ye per se a chile, MPP per se a chile, Ghana for say, a how not down how you know NDC and to me a shano. Yes, shano. Pracopan over the office can you. And so I buy say over 10,000 at the camera and just said, I can own to ya. And just a crowd. And how can I be a question be? Camilla. I saw what question was I came on and say, never the crowd was kay that come and receive your parliament, you know, what it. You make mamma catch a woman and not putting upon there to force him say, I won't friend Musa Wakonta. And Tiana, that be a more person, that's the Canada rough. We can account for the money. I'm sure Bank of Ghana at the right time when I appear before the Finance Committee. And that's the NDC 4 questions, sir. When bet me a call before Parliament, I could boost a question. Minister of Finance, was over 900 million at the microfinance institution. We want atomized details of what you did, when you did, and the outcome. And in Pacho said, Obioha, Uncle Tro, Nisika, and answer the Union PCA Candia. Let's say I was a former control. I buy we up Benjamin said it was serious. DK Munoso, San or Bebois, a solve a Hawa, Union NDC Fortnite, a man never told microfinance institutions. And to the make I say, microfinance clients are not illiterate. A beyond to me control, no meaning. There are some of them who are illiterate. It doesn't mean say we need the oil, or the obit in the car, and cut our home into me patch. And yes, sir, men can crank up a friend say vote to where we are.
Vote now to women how now.
They make it just be because they all can now.
Vote now to women now.
And I buy you best solve a problem. So they will hear banks, San or Gusua, oh yeah, into me patch. Now, yes, yes, Sebi. By the way, when you say microfinance institution, regardless of what you do, what to mean develop with that microfinance institution? Because there's a gap. There are situations be where banks are more oriented towards profitability. Microfinance our form chair banks. And to mutaya, we are seeing up say financial inclusion. The World Bank, what they call IMF, and those company follow push UN is pushing financial inclusion, zero poverty. No, you will need microfinance institutions to be there to bridge the gap. I can tell you so because bankers unko because okoha a rubber phone a ranty phone be hard time home. But about microfinance for a feeding back. And that is the mechanism. Yes.
Sama work you started banking situation, banking issue. Sure. First two banks, Capital Bank and UT Bank.
Yes.
GCB, it take you over.
Okay.
So what you say?
Yes.
Enti one client na ding na no. Obi anka se bia me ko jese na me ko jese. Obi sabi krabi aniska kreko do onko here pose.
Yes.
Ahena akoto me.
Sure.
Second one, consolidated ones, about 5 banks me boy. You can't boom. Hold on, Pacho.
I'm glad say
no, your question me bisa.
I am happy.
Yes. You can't boom no.
Sure.
And also one client will be other so.
Sure.
So what you say? Sa pepe na me ye mu bisusu say. Then I hear that same thing with microfinance clients.
Let me help you. A good question. Okay. I agree.
So what you say?
I agree.
You per bank back home. You migrate to one they are called
commercial bank.
Exactly. Obo one ma onko jeniska.
Okay.
Of course obi kra beka ko ho.
Sure.
Ebe boama sa particular bank na ye do on call ho no kra no. Etimi arane. Ma say no yes bra beje usika. Na o de baby and the wa wasema.
Please my chance. Matiti. Aye wo adwere. That is your suggestion. And you are entitled to it. Officer Bank of Ghana for no and then for Minister of Finance. Omun try and acquire befa so officer be. So in their wisdom no, officer let's give it to a receiver. By the way, how many microfinance institutions here the acquire the whole Ghana in song it's called MGA Microfinance. We only have 25 branches. Only 25 in our regions. And this also here consolidated microfinance. How do you even deploy that? In the wisdom of the minister ne governor ne penifuru nyina no ya fan call receiver so the person what say many what say the banks here could you share we say I'm glad Christ I'm glad it's already the issue say today on this big platform yenyanum NDC for agya to me say omampanya kufu ado ne MPP amamu enmu banks ne mu mekeka bom Consolidated Bank of Ghana is for us yeah I can't remember why you two depositors over 2.6 the solution is okay if we think as we go no as it change here and now
and majority of them are calling for their making.
I know I'm in the industry. I'm a practitioner. I've been in it in Africa, in the world. Okay, microfinance and one am for a long time, many years, over 20 years. And Tiesu, Uma Musika come, but the ho, you couldn't say a regime and this is no being so big. And you train execute you, accountability, all those things are there, please. Ma Emma Emfa Sabesabia man for ya umunemu and your politics. Because a bit issues, bread and butter issues. A bit of wood they will see can. But me find your politics, a banaba or the solution bar. Solution only say, solution only say, in your to Boisier. Mimi Sika, could be one of the institutions over 2 years. I buy you by September, I say, oh, yeah, savings and loans now. I say, okay, you know, you're afraid, you're afraid. Many I can be like, what's one of the two options about your money? And you know, I'm buying the options about. We are solving the problem. But don't politicize it.
But the quick idea, I mean, maybe society knows that there are challenges. But you see, Anim, you have a point in saying that there are issues.
Hello.
But line now, what they can.
Yes.
Me were at the receiving end the crowd now. I have issues with the manner in which you are presenting it. And I don't think it is fair. You see, as someone kind, threshold of 10,000, I across board. No, I don't think it is fair. Me Sika what GN Bank.
Yes.
Who can't your friends Emro 15,000.
Sure.
And it's all cast oh mommy 10,000 da. Me not much offended. Obis one man need to cry a new 10,000 no. And you need to have a data across board no. Minim the Bank of Ghana for a there. Across board no. Averagely no. 10,000 no may be fair.
Yes.
But it will not be fair to Obia. Meaning, I was in the down we about 300,000.
Yeah.
And you come up, me dear, me nim na make nim. Who knew for more 1 million, 2 million na kokasa. Ebia we de oye ho a publicity.
Bedan was a medal one a million.
And I make kai. So me dear on maka.
Do you want me to
do on my account there? Maybe then 50,000 GM bank. My book. And I don't have a problem with putting that out.
Yes.
Because I'm not hiding it.
Yes.
And we need to be open about some of these discussions.
Sure.
And the chairman of the Jamaicans will be a catcher me. Say need there about 300,000. 300,000 will come on 10,000. 290,000 and I could come. And the issue is that the poor management, communication management of this financial arrangement got on the part of government and the Bank of Ghana, which must be admitted. No, Ama and Crawford say, submit 10,000 out of me 300,000. Now, 290,000. All these things need to be communicated. I say what to say.
Yes.
I mentioned more about microfinance.
Sure.
Why can't the government more buying also?
Sure.
No matter what you inherited, it is clear that a moment person
and we are owning it. We are owning up to it.
The communication of it.
Yes.
Financial communication. I imagine. Open man or Becca or Hanmo say, Sika way see and pedidi. I am pass so. We are would be a say and the Omone Bank of Ghana for and collaborate. Now my and Chechemu now I don't know any PSA you pay education need we need it all the time.
Yes, and
even professors, emeritus professors, me papa that man so they need education.
Yes.
The only thing that never expires is education. You can say you don't need to be educated.
No,
that will sound a bit arrogant.
There will be a problem.
Yes. Problem.
Yes.
Problem be aba. As I say, a trans in you say, Asam Naba, Yan Cranium to Tuncrani, Yanya Jobre Kakra, Nien Tinchemu, Nayan to Tuano, na anu ye be a bifuma bano, Yen Somna make a Samanusi, what no son.
No, better than what you now kind of.
The minimum said, I buy you tea.
Yeah.
mpanimfoɔ so tie nti deɛ ɔmo ka nyinaa yɛ suggestion for improvement yɛ yaba no yɛnyɛ yɛnti obi a
mama mu no
ɛnyɛ yɛnti obi a nti no mefi sɛ adeɛ yɛ yɛ ma communication nkɔ so a ɛbɛma na kɔ so like ahu sɛ adeɛ ma kɔ me bɛgye sɛ obi a ɔtumi kuta sika kakraka akɔto microfinance no most of the time no yɛ ano mo yɛ investors otherwise macro no is supposed to certain limits to be an investors investor no you're supposed to be sophisticated enough to know absolutely do your homework before you put the money there anyway and you know but they pay you 200 more but they make can say me am fa mam for sikasem no pedete am when NDC chief votes opposition hala
politics, you know, we will take advantage of it. Say CPP amamu a yene no enke be to adwene aka boom na ye de aye in a better way, an inclusive manner to boase. Nchemu e wo ho ne say you know say mo nkamo ye inclusiveness na enke nya ne say de wo de we need so just here and ye be take advantage of that mu weakness mu failure we will take advantage of it to show you a superior way of solving problems
some of the
MPP by and fat party ni bia ma e
party I didn't na ma je free ho ye de mama na ma copy mo ko ye holiday amendment bill ye de go ye de ba ye minua kai se kwa me acha for kwa bra wo da ba ya ya capture committee report
I think say financial issues we are dealing with it we are open to suggestions no problems but please
but no me say na me kai no ye dodo na so say monfa won share bank biase onkoje niska onim say misika da ho there be open obitima kwakoje dan nia ye say tabletop payment
bank ben or microfinance
kabila
banks don't operate as microfinances. Banks now you do a consolidated bank no? At least modus operandi and I quite first man any bank no is yes and now won't you say new microfinance company
consolidated microfinance
consolidated microfinance me sure say what kind of bank Kwame
it's interesting. Me tell my command.
Yeah, because the process
that's what time. Okay. Debian never come for
it. Process back on say. I say for now kwa you be a passbook ko be a cash mana na. Yeah, passbook. Pacho chanto say. At the end of salary books. Na fan come receiver no nya adwuma no. O passbook ba otimi verify o numbers a yetu o kakra betimi etu ani. Ya kan ebetu over time. Poni bi ani ho. Sabi and that baby I share if you end this grano the person me ifri muso a we na mokra mama money oh me pacha
but receiver for GN bank no wache o
okay
me problems na dey every ho yet Ghana for omunti ne wa ha amamwa ye wumi Ghana for nti o ye dey servants ye be so ye na me pa chow ye pa Ghana for nyina yi thank you in na mukra ne mu aye so kran no mo anya nkan ho mom ne enso bi that bi no and this mo so be power that bi e bi anya ne manimu ya ye pa ba se ka pa na wa chekakra na nka hihye na ka mo so mo be fa na nka easy and they mo de ko to autopilot no problem but ye do the autopilot do hwani ye hihye ba onya to boase
to for all is well
me ka say oil is well so bi obagina ho aka say oil is well bia no sebi na aka say odo no ho na osre because the way amodi baby amodi o man ko fa kwa chiri pa no e say chei
almost a BB
na bi
you don't also talk everything negative about them. That's the problem you have.
Me I'll be the last person say me ka say anything for anything one you ko
thank you
omusi dwo edwa omusi dwo edwa market
ya mo ba no ma de
o manya hwe kura no o mu hihye ne ma biase a o mu ye efesa
na mo ba ma de
kwaya eno no wa ye na asai nti yo mu ye bibi ne mo mu ye se
na mo ba ma de
wa
nti no talk so mu bi adia
e ni asema ye ti mo
say o de ye amanyo se
e ni asema ye ti mo honorable e ni asema ye ti
afa ma mi yifrim na egrenim because in kan komo ya de fe de mo de ya amanyo se mi
I mean komo na ehia pa
enye de bio
eyi amekwa no kwa me di are hope
Hajia Hamdatu Ibrahim ye acting chairperson and leader of Convention People's Party. Na Hajia Maje.
Ya eja. Chairman General. Nyameni mumpaibo.
Now, other than acting abedoso, sir. Acting general secretary, acting chairperson. That when you be a substantive chairperson.
Acting so to say a boy man so.
Now CPP you say no, ejina at say.
Chairman General.
Yes, my dear.
My father came watch ya Ghana for na match especially CPP4. When him say be say 2 weeks ni Accra. Yakobo Akro.
Kabila ha me de bia no send messages.
Say ya pesi entie wo say wo kankan a. Say wa kan mienu bi e no draw my attention crowd say titi you brother or kan asem. Which is very important here that sipa. Na Yakobo Akro ankasa in a record time. You acting ya wo kan. Ye timia ko year regional elections 14 in 13 days.
14 in 30 days.
Yeah, non-stop. Kwanya, you see, ye chuchad, your friend is saying, Kabila Sakwano, a coffee, no, and Kamisi and Kainsi Nanteno, Nquanta Quino, Nina, Eastern Corridors Quino, your Conanti Honina, Eja, Yakoye regional elections, Aka region, you know, na Yakoye Congress. So see CPP assembly. Asema I no nti etiefo nyina 8 year regions nyina me say me general ema metia say no na adwonko say oh wa ma chairman general tia say CPP4 ye okrom nti e beba be chiao we na eja anopa tutu be say 5:30 wanya ne me say aja ye ready ye ko Peace FM na me say yo ye beba. And Domutie so omunim say especially the delegates of the Convention People's Party no baby na omo de say yaba ye revive the Convention People's Party enti Chairman General wabusamia asema ewo mu no
13 in 14 days and 14 in 13
14 in 13 days
14 in 13 days it will next congress that be
oh nyamembo a sesi ano de aka 2 regions ye wie no pe na ye call ye national congress enti sesi ano de ye be free central committee na ye dia to mu ni 2 regions no aka no na ya inaugurate all regional chairman no ya elect omo no say ye nso omo in into the central committee na into to adwen omo the ideas beba congress venue any nhihye nyina yebeye inti yebeka say general by before the end of this year there na yakoye congress I choose executives inti unti acting view
amen
inshallah
I don't think it'll be engine say CPP a forced to record it. I don't think it'll be fan of bedom CPP.
Hey, CPP they say ja obeka say oba tampano no and the CPP wa we left and right me by me ti hodin ehwe ade ekoso studio to ko kai party bieni ho abetimi aba in between a stop it this is the Convention People's Party because Chairman General Osha from 1992 no yanya akwanye bia ambebu man inti say 27 years of our still argument which means bibi atochima and na de obetimi atene sa ade no atochima no na Convention People's Party enti bibie ni a amanfo sutie ye koyin amanfo akasa omusem so mo asuansa sisi anu de obatampa CPP ensan bra because ya ye bida na e de share ensan so a ebetimi aye
mo betimi for me the next government
oh of course wa hu ye bo apro no nyina wa hu Chairman General you see she no nim say me general secretary e be see obafkufo nyeden entry down for ya ye bida during Kwame Nkrumah era, during Liman's era, yeah, all inclusive government. Yen ka say be a PSC wo expertise be because we NDC ni ba ben mo yen fa no mamba ye djuma no. Ana honorable Bantama, sorry I don't know your name. Yen timi fa no mba on board na wonye djuma because Ghana ho na ye dwin. Enye individual ana say be a personal interest na ye hwehwe. Ye pe ade be mak Ghana akonim. dear na betimi aye magana akonim te say they can about rules. What are we doing with our engineers? Engineer be kwa inspector road na 2-3 days na nsuo to a na road no dear na eye, which means obi wo ho a wonye na adwuma yi na CPP for entna ho nya ahwehan meti kra say o mampanyin ko Eastern region ho na amanfo tu America di grade kwan na ontimi enya kwan. That shouldn't happen in this 21st century.
Who say adwuma na necessary ko mo ye dada
omanye no afi na omo ye oh ni nyina no nti ye di enkapom ebeba Ghana na PAC ni honorable Bantama any Kabila betna ha na ye ka about the progress so far ya achieve enye say bia we aye say na we aye say eno nko ara chairman general ye tie o Ghana ha o nti na ye kan say CPP de o dani we ni hwe CPP a wa hwe party a what the developmental agenda ebitimi ama Ghana akoninim
Munishi wa parliament Mobere
parliament no em say general say obekasa also
okay Kwara she ni parliament
so unim say since 1992 no hwe mrashibadwafi on mo yakọ open na no yikra na ye wo ba ko ho no na afiyensa ni adi hia pa ne se amamuo nhihye no ehu be hia se ye benya anamusifo wo nti na me adomo a nhihye a yedi go akwamu ne se ye party ma awo munim de wo ma ho den tu ho ache honhom wo mo pese wo mo som wo mrahye bagafie no ye chance a ye pa wonom ama wo mo asase edi dwuma wo mpeso aso enti na me adomo a enche kra no ye sa regional conferences wi a ye be ko national congress no na ye share process na say ama wonu mo abesi anamu e wo mrahye badwafie no so ya hwe ama wo makọ eno no ye betu aginatu kuo a hwehwemu kakra ya ye no ye be gina so e de ahwe ba bi a ahode no be ko pa se be ya se de ti bia 2020 yanko abatu nwie no CPP benya namusifo ewo emrahye badwafie ho ehu benya e pa ehu benya mo my Ghana if they kwame ye na ma ye bo apro yi so said the me chairman and leader okan no enam ye nsusu ye papa ekuta ye nti ade ba kwa de wo ba kwa na da ya no pa eye oman yi anis ade potin pa de ni so eye December bosome no da to so edunson different level elections any referendum no ye de atoya no ye shebo onkran ha say ye be ye campaign for yes
sure
say yen to abama yen nyansa kiremu e wo article 55.3 say be ya amanyokwa hodo no nyina no betimi asi akan e wo mansi abato e wo friend say December elections no mu na nya no nko a ye be ma wo kwan ama wo mo asi akan say ye be pre ama mansi so afọ dibra na ye MMDC dibra na ye pese sisi ye to so aba no ye be ma manyukwa hodo adimu tintima na afen so ye fo aso say parliament mrahye badwafie eye article 243 a be yi mampani nsa free the appointment of MMDCs say be ya be ma ya to so aba no eno so ye fo aso a ye di sa adwuma no na chairman general yaka na say madimu akotene pa wo fidie so yes say adeba kunti say obi biara don CPP ana ode ne ho bebo ye ne say yam ko ani amanyuko a ye hye bo say yamamra 1992 constitution yi amampani a yenya nyinara aka ho asem with the exception of Mr. Rollins a ono so kra na say wa join ni say yen amend no CPP ko na e kan sisudua say ye be sesa no every say sama mra no eno na a che de enso ho nchiwa no emma empuntuo pa no emaye ena afen so amatumidie na nkasa no ne emu chiche no enwie peyo
no clarity
yes say there was separation of powers but indeed in practice it does not exist mampani akofado a wosisu nei ni inaugural address ena otu na numtuo ka say obetu ho anamo ama ya overall constitution no nimfie miensa mu ne ewi enwa na muntu no ekonkon ho
Kabila more nice ideas but it doesn't look like CPP betting me about power.
Kwame, mami ma wanu ye. Eya, o trust them da wonchen ho. Kan Daniel 4:17 mami, me pacho.
Daniel 4 verse 17.
Ya ka obabia say oman biara nyame din hini e wa adasanse mu.
That is it.
Now okay, Daniel 4:17 now say he chooses whom to give power to, even the lowliest of men. And they yampa. And it's all there. CPP, Bibian Chelsea, a bit me about Abamu, and I say a bit me for more government. And ne by any penny so. And so GDM was some no can say, Namidin in a word that's a simple. Nay, Name Oyani Bibia or Kokrokoo.
Sir?
The signs are being written on the walls, too clear. Now I'm challenging Ghanaians of faith. One day, what did you say? Munini, Namunsom, Namunson, number one say all day. Nanyame Aduma 2020, after January 7, Yaswe in President Obabe formed the next all-inclusive government.
The Convention People's Party.
First Republic, Third Republic, you know. Ubemu say you never di shemu anmone ya to drum akan Psalm 124 aka say senye rade na ya muma Israel kan.
This one says, Kwame, it's time to come home. I was part of the entourage. The national chair, the general secretary Kabila, 2016 flag bearer have been fantastic. Non-stop action. To the elected CPP regional executives, I say congratulations. To the constituencies who have elected good leaders at the regional level, I say Aiko Kofi Akwa, aspiring national youth organizer for the CPP.
He is the regional youth organizer for Ashanti region. Yet to abide in an year. He is climbing higher.
Aspire for national youth. Yo, Hamda, then I better try to only fear other issues.
Oh, I'm said, the American say, you better the Omuti, Nina, Asina, regional executives, Sunswa, ya electio, mono, ya show Mukina say, more enti enda. If we try to Munina, me sure some of the age, because Kwame, answer na party bejina, Muno, say structures and Juma, and we are emphasizing on that. Ebino no musora no mufre national chairman general secretary. Besesiano ye call ye catch from na calls no aba form. Ubetia enrama come regional chairman ho. Enrama come general regional secretary minimum no anya enkita ho. Yama sa awareness creation no abapa amasesi amanfo nyina sore waka. Amo we ready so be juma ama the Convention People's Party. Nkrofo pampese min da omo ase papa na newly created regions no. Me one was say don't my koshia wo ho no me one because you see newly created regions so kwa bia ombeye to say bia omunye ready bisa kwam ye bedru ho no obeka say na omo agina ho omo ya assembly omo twenye ye tu ye ka kra omo see ye ntena ase ye nko radio station we ye nko we anasesa internet me we you know 14 regions in 13 days no inti de me kan say CPP no ya sorry waka into obia what ada wonyane because emisa probai amam nipa bebra omo dwen se party no ada no bia okobo omo kokokom se o me kra mentimi omo nyina asori edi echi nti mitimi ka se CPP center no say agibe bia.
My very final question. My very final question me to atum na se kwabna beboa se hamda so ne bi yanwa CPP no se okay Dr. Bedasama Bukawachra, CPP no FA NDC, CPP no ebi ewu PNC, ebi o GCPP, ebi o other places, ebi kura ba kuma ebi o MPP. At the end I'm obeye, I just had domi amamo party nigga because ebi aka say as long as NDC is not enough, so the CPP forget.
O say nti ebe bompae, o say de bia me call Moscow me bompae because PC no mo omo higher. It's true. But obi say ye fancy say me started from PNC maka wo other platforms so me ya nana ya okesenda maka say me started CPP me started PNC and ebe ye PCP and ebe ye CP among for construction pioneers from sa na call CPP na nyina ehwehwe din we o ade na sesi anya din no efe we see family 9 ko ha family T ko ha party a Kwame Nkrumah di nya independent ma CPP no Ghana na CPP inti ye de the doors are widely open se pass ade e koso manfo mienu omudi mi ahye mfinfin omo agi tumi wo Ghana se omo ni gi a Ghana fo ni ende omo agi mugere se pass ende Convention People's Party necessum ena amanfo ba party bi o hokro mo ti call omo baby bebre abedwane uko secondary takradia elections ay koye bebre asan befie uko central region bebre asan befie and still omo befie nti fia no mo ba because you see party see Dr. Nkrumah form the Convention People's Party and just say yes Rebecca say oh because ye na ye wo ho nti obi ba ye close ye doors there be doors and windows and even chimney ni nyina ye bie eto ho ma obia embra because CPP na ye Nkrumah Party. Nkrumah Party are form here the Convention People's Party. What did you to me? Independent, modern Ghana. Among four founders with apostrophe and then him say yen CPP with our dynamic millennium man of the Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Inti eja Kwame wabusamia. You see, you want you or see Obikas or Nkrumah fan, no need CPP or truffle. It's one on Ombrefie or Biram Brefie.
My father could be in social challenge. As I'm out, I know a 200 more. In Chihuahua, Kakao, in terms of say, Oka CPP, Nipa Binu Gach, say CPP no cry.
But yes, congratulations to my good friend Kabila. I started calling him General Secretary before he became sane. I pray for his aspirations to come to pass, but he knows very well. Still, Nanado, Sasa, and
oh, President, that was down for coming. Medana say, now, Chamajana, the name can't go see say, who here say. Ghana for be who say CPP na ye baako na ye bɔ modern say ye mpanim for wo makodi ba bia so no wɔn bɛba na nkyeremu kakra me bɛba ne say Kwame ye te hanmu yi say obi pese enne ofri CPP mu a untimi hye no na amanyokwa wo de wo Ghana hanmu bebre alusu nkrofo
of course
every party bi mu ye won nkrofo mu free NDC mu abaye ho ye won nkrofo mu free MPP mu abaye ho that is one crofo mu call PPP a ebi no eba back eti ni no choice people make but the most important thing is say yenim yen ahoye hia say yen crofo no bebre wo hono a an impression has been created wrongly to them say CPP no a trechen she said the wo amanyuko ba ko no mu as say the okan no obi ka say wo Nkrumah fa na oni CPP a o ye otrofo no ye di be chini ama obia jetum ama o ma back to the friends the CPP inclusive proper inclusive government na ye ka no it starts within us na kokobo me de be ma ye party man nyina ne say CPP no mu no Kwame Nkrumah enya ne nafofo nkwa no de ye o
David
Dr. Hilary Liman o form igala no mo form PMP no enya o mo nafofo nkwa no mo de o mo ye o
David
okay accounts to be there were very bitter friends exchanges among some of them Nkrumah time.
Yeah.
Some of his key lieutenants say both Tony Bedemanom, but they work together in the party.
Yeah, you don't have to like
say a party mano. Me and Kase we ba da ben. Ofri hefa no ba ye.
Sir.
And I say na chief say na do kwa Kufuado. Kwa CPP ni pen. So Kase o ja MPP aba back kwa. Ye beje no. John Dramani Mahama on CPP in the papa na ye. So person back to CPP in honor of his father. Ye beje no. Chairman General will lead role will play a percent down once in my Chairman General, you have no idea the amount of help you've offered the party. It's value. It's
my traditional party.
Yes. And you know, sir, I've been bothering you. Let's do more. But you are doing that more. Chairman General, percent that electoral commissioner say.
Papa.
Say Dr. Sribo Kweku, Director of Electoral Services.
Sunday, you know, the supervisor.
And the various regional directors.
I'm telling you.
Contribution and support with the exception of Western region. There was an issue there, but eventually, we went ahead with the elections without them because the electoral commission's non-participation does not void the elections.
Sure.
Until we went ahead to do it. Apart from there, of the 14 regional conferences, the electoral commission was there, and money is super.
Even Sundays.
Even Sundays.
Yes.
Weekends, Saturdays. Na FNT ball mabase do mase. Anything that be an dano. CPP customer electoral commission.
Yeah.
We need to build that institution. After so Chairman General.
Because where you because me time aso.
Kwame. Na nkakrawa wo de boa ye no mpese me down once.
Me de me here na se.
Here na se one more boa ye sika fam. Ye nam yi afidie na yɛ fango your friends
fuel
your fuel you can say
petrol na
fango na na edigum
sa
fami ko no wono me boa ye nketwa akesie mu
sa
ye da wo ase
papa
na kwa me mi so no me ma me BBC ye fie ai akra bia me ma me na ne ma me ma na aduane ni step mother me ma na aduane di e da kro say nya hega sada ne frem ma me nya hega me nya ni say da ka me da wase me da na de on na se ba ye da se ba ye nya ni say da ye da se mo na sre ba bia ai obi ayi bi be boa ye no so na me ema omo ho na CPP ma ye ba mo ho mo a e am doji no mo nyai honorable Echembo
Obisi, I'd like to join the CPP as a former young pioneer.
Thank you.
Gifty, I see.
Omra headquarters.
Even Kwame Nkrumah's biological son, Sekou, doesn't believe his father CPP can ever come back. Where's Kabila getting this false hope from? Is this self-aggrandizement?
It's coming from God.
Now, Ochira Baji, CSC for financial freedom.
Yes.
We say a free sword, what you now can say, but we to us about only the 80 and I the things are. What's the nickname your financial freedom?
Okay.
I say, tell Honorable Abuaji, known as financial freedom, within Ghanaian Seventh-day Adventist circles in the USA.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That I still admire his expertise in financial matters. Also, a friend with Philip Edu Echampong, or Columbus, Ohio. Listening from Dafra Air Base.
That time more US no. Now, as my question
okay.
TSDF would be about 27 states.
Okay.
Now me chere nipa acquire fast how to be rich and have everything you ever wanted. Until I make sorry, 27 states. It is still I still have those materials and I still do the teaching.
Financial freedom.
Yes. You know. Interesting. Because Chabajura, I'm saying Jacopo, I'm in JB. I say education back for facility. Acquire a fast way. A formula. The movie in Jacopo, I could do American yesterday system no, and then making sure say moment to at least that time I no more. Almost be required with my trust system no ama the person you be not me you go so I bobo gara for akra you know me chairman na on so teams is here no it's true
Chamajera Mr. I too many enua I lawyer Ken anku say onya gidie na onya text messages I want to send me meaning so send me abro ka tell say me say yeah party no enwumu a edidi kan eto ye
lead candlelight.
Okay.
Na chama general san nwum no ura no to ye no your friend JH Newman
and ura no US was your friend SB Ejapong.
No
I say tell my Wafasi Kabila that I say congratulations and I'm proud of him.
Thank you, Oba. Lead candlelight no. It is the pillar of fire in darkness and the cloud of shade for us under the scorching sun. Na me dianim no babo echidom ama yedinkunim ama Ghana adiyi.
Tamaja me ko man ka bi na nye am CPP for no ye mo congratulations.
Thank you.
Na if you say ehihia mo hihie bia na yakopon mo no for mo ko mi de mi hu no e madwena na me kan yo. De mi hu no say enua Kabila na enua ba wate nse ni faso energy mo say no kwa mo fa me join MPP.
Oh.
Nah. If you say,
I like that. I said,
can I give you a response?
But I'm sure you know he's really
no, I know. But you see, 1992 Constitution. Wouldn't the entire say Parliament has no right to pass a one-party state?
I believe in multi-party system.
But your party, MPP is going to sweep 47 seats in Ashanti. If you sweep all the seats, let me make this point, because both the MPs and the MPP, you make that. So if you sweep all the seats and you go and congregate in Parliament, all MPP, you have one party state.
But you just said if
I'm saying
it's conditional.
It's not possible. So you guys are it's in our own interest to allow for multi-party democracy
to strive.
Me say I believe in multi-party democracy.
Yes.
Me empire bonus say CPP because well. So but
democracy,
Madrid no
79 seat.
Madrid no. For instance, Madrid no say energy wo muminia. Dana mo kakra. If I bought my MVP.
Memfa kwenye suna.
Memo
kwenye fena menya kwangni. Memo vini anum CPP for abaso. Na aja de mi amajia.
Where you
Na ejuma onge fiaso no yankopon mo ahode no.
In the meantime, we'll say Adas FM Kintampo is live. Kabila all the way.
Yo. I met this a binum so CPP for do na could the NDC. Inteno ma CPP intimi. What? I crowd be cry I can see.
How is CPP?
Oh, my man come as
Why is CPP da?
Me boa o. Fabe. Ni amini me say party ye agent organizations. Sabe, wanga o honde the next 20-30 years. Do na abeko.
Yeah.
Inti yeti men ka say nipa dodo akodi political party bi munti a weakened party na strength and I'm a party na hoden aba form inti we beti me e de ahoden na ko mebun dodo so na gwa me denk na prempren obi ya also party ya Kenya bom yi ya kan ya humbom enne MPP amemu ama obi atoba MPP amemu because the last 2-3 years Gidia hope our Magana for I would so say na go fado ni MPP ba baby papa Magana kwame enfia he na aba ade ne enyenti enno konti afi obi ape alternative including even MPP for Angasa kra and this more for alternative bra na moye ni ya anka alternative ben bill because I no be abe any bejoma and no obi ahu say abanya otisu MPP aban e digana ho amokese enti yenye obi a say asemesi beje yenge asemesi bra beje yenge so obetimi abo you say na kone asemesi beje yenge asemesi beje yenge
but not NDC.
No, hold on,
is a CPP.
Oh nyabotre NDC sanke ye na aban yi modern ba obo etimi a measure up to even half of NDC modern by a boy in the last your fans said don't have 4 years no more and come to because so ampa ma ye bi kakra na kwa me abanga wote so na wo bibia obeye de beje se wo draw NDC bem na mo preso kra ma nya say
na mo CPP asem na me
CPP na make be ya na mo cha ko me ka si asam so
What afa nkwanta
me ka si asam so just say MPP abang e failure wa fail Ghana poto na mom ne ayakani payinfo si wasoma obanyansafo wonsoma na mountain why you be pen aye biafo John Mahama memu a ode Ghana fa so ne niam otutu ni ya eno aboa ma ban yi ba yi anka no ho hehan no GDP etime cost no na de na John Mahama modern boy wo oil sector obi anim it's obvious e ade e wo ho ena ma Ghana be be we nanso wa me tisa na wa so atara oti hoi na wa be she obozo kwa me atara o she me ba me ma okota guso na masama o shoe aka ho na mama o tie kra be bo enya da be so me ahwe na mum o bai no
CPP asema ho kan no ba bia o de
kwa me ka masema o bai no o CPP asema na me ka tie o bai atana me she obo kra se me bro kwa fa ba enti one fan man no o be ti asa ko e chaka so asema si me yere da
CPP asema
ampa ne da minti CPP before the minimum one NDC yang aware no yengu no
yenum ware da withdraw that yenum ware da no withdraw that
yes
we have never been married to you alliance under this fourth republic it was in 1996 alliance with them no my party's history
see be kire won a wo CPP mu ne and won a wo NDC mu a won akọ amma CPP penga ne hono pese me ko nti ma me kama sem ye ne mo aware no enye ne what do you want? Oh, tie me. Ye ben. Ye won niam bi hu.
Nkamuton ye state enterprise that
ye ben mo e won niam bi ho
moton e di bi chicha mo ho
enti say e banta between me no na there.
No, but you are misleading the public, and I need to correct that. I won't allow you to go on. It's a lie.
Which one?
The PNDC sought to create the impression, say, or taking on the CPP record, but that was a lie. It was trying to kill them from a dream. It's a one food cannery, and then my dear, Nana Credit my Rollins, and you don't obey any idea. State-owned enterprise. I'm Mutuntonye. Mudi be fire. I'll go on. Ghana Airways, and then a Muguno, Black Star Line. The state hotels corporations. What did you do with them? And you are sitting here saying, "Who is CPP?" Me want to show how you are rabid right wingers ultra than the NPP, and yet you claim you are leftist. Distortion of the NDC. Local, you cannot deceive us. So don't say anymore worried.
CPP.
CPP. Obian one more yes CPP ni. Why CPP ni paying our NDC munne? If you want, tell me one.
Obian why NDC? Why
CPP? No,
and maybe an our brand or our brand of CPP in American was media. Say our brand of CPP in our council. If not, an American say,
the CPP is a
NDC. Obey here CPP to win election.
Tell me one.
Obey any NDC say obey here CPP to win an election. Organization.
One nice morning, CPP seems to have come alive this morning. Interesting. Why is an MPATA so better? Tell him that we knew him before 2016. CPP should concentrate on increasing their seats in parliament than the presidency. Teacher Kofi Inungwa. Tell Kabila to... okay, this one I don't get. Tell Kabila to stop making noise in our ears. Even TPP got more numbers than CPP, just in case, in the USA. I like Kabila's submission on financial saga, but it shouldn't be politicized. I'm sure Nana Baumia will try hard to pay everybody. Shika Afo and Totro Soup. Honorable Ochem Abuaji is an excellent communicator. He's dealt with the propaganda stunt of the NDC and NPACA. Bank of Ghana should look sharp with their communications. Farouk in Tema. Okay.
So, now what do you say about yourself? Talk about your own.
You see,
I needed to do this to stop their lies.
Yes.
You don't know how.
Before.
You don't know how.
You don't know how.
You don't know how.
Why did you down?
You don't know how. NDC. You don't know how. You don't know how.
Dear Chairman General, I hope this finds space with you. Your unabashed support for your CPP is like Bob Marley and Igbo. You constantly give them all the precious airtime to propagate their message. But yet here we are with two senior national officers in acting capacity. Well, they say they are going to go to the polls. So just take it easy, say Obama in Pokwase. NPACA is always drowned in diversionary tactics. The way he is happily touting the NDC government in a positive manner makes me wonder whether he feels we all came to existence after 2016. Kwesi Reynolds are gonna adobbing. CPP is dead long ago. They'll never come back. Godwin La Paz. It
is of course political party no become a criminal.
You cannot belong to two parties at the same time.
Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Or see, okay, talk Kabila simple. We've divorced them. It's okay.
We have never married. We have never been married.
And then Abdul Malik Kwekubako.
Yeah.
Tell Kabila I'm listening to him.
Yes.
He is spot on.
Thank you.
And PSA is a victim of his own propaganda mischief.
Thank you.
PSA are hot. Abdul Malik Kwekubako. And then good morning, great Kwame. And PSA is lying. MPP is the best government for Ghana now. Nanado all the way.
Yes.
Nana Poku, aka Rockefeller in Accra. And PSA that is Mame Sewa from Accra. And then let's see. We'll see it. Tell Kabila that their votes in 2020 will be less than the number of the executives. George Kwating in Adenta. Okay.
He's not God.
Kabila says, Unye.
He's not God. We believe in God.
Now, what does he believe in?
I don't know.
Anyway, Ovie. looking at the issues on the table, more flag bearer or JD say some not kind of when you so about training thugs. More party more you know Subiza.
Yo, come me that's it.
Yes, I say me say MPP for so I respond.
Yo, me that's it. Come be a new Ghana ha. Baby sa to trust me the Ghana baby do. Obeso so sani me so. Ade if say home come amane bo e buy. Enye ne ekobe obosom ba ko ni. Maybe grams me boss so kakra ha no be say me jedia na. Kwame eni ho a anka ye nya ne mfoni abeto abonten say nipa bi a MPP edo akugu se situari o se yenfa wo training won. Ye be bisa say eno no ye don ba be ye den. Because o man ai wo mu ye wo security for aban ankasa na ehwe won so police fu wo DNI fu won put the nasen ni ate say ba go bia be kan ho national security a won so war standing force bananka ye ni sa na ma no
national security standing force wo fi asache
ba me ba ya mre ni
at least it's been there for more than 5 years.
Good. Ba me nanka se ne ayete no ni se na hihye ne ti no nanka je se basa ba ni ya tre o makwa kodu ba bi se ni si wa ya waso westwood by election na chi no nanka ye nso so sa ne ma ne so bio o hwe ne ma short commission e de betu abonten ni ayehwe wo TV so ni ayehui ni esi obi ani ho a na sa ade no ye ade a eye na hoho aho ade because obi a wo right say okokko kire na adwen wo bibia opeso ye ho sana democracy rule of law na e kire ni and they say what they to trust them and men won beti soso eye sa ade a kwa me moa e sha ase ache ansa kra we mra NDC former national chairman Dr. Potofi ka ho asem oya press conference ya kasaya obi abo nani too free sabe say ohun na ekoso ye kopim say NDC ba bonten ebinum nkan say NDC binum ba bonten say won so sesade a won ato could be from the Hawks e ho no bia be fiase kasai obi ya shase kasai kwa me san kasade a ye ka ho asemi nsanchirofo mo tu ho na mo akakọ hwe say eyampa na enyampa kasan komo ye nnu bia ye di but then no Ghana na ko NDC MPP ekoso say NDC angohu ameka obi ehun ye this NDC yan adwen say samo yes I say baby and no bia ba bonta be ka wansem kwa me enya de papa ti president Mahama asemo kan no ni nyina so eye mfoni dodo a wa bonten a obi ehun
enti eye mfoni
kwa me de mfoni a mehu no kire say ade na wo
mfoni
kwa me na me ka me say wuti ya ni a president Mahama kan no e confirm mfoni afro we wa bonten a obi ehun bi
enti obi atimi ko twa mfoni de be ka asem
kwa me say wo chiro bi say ni wo si tutuo na nipa ni kuratuo be that form a big general ho hye ntara a wo train won kwa me asutware eni sabe asem ko e tefun fa nche me eni kro foforo so eni o man foforo so eni Afghanistan e wo Ghana e ya nipa ko hoba nipa te ho eti ni amanfo hu the bad bonten be kai President Mahama ye former president
quick one
eti or you privy to certain information say bia
that's for your education. SWAT unit, the national security, it was set up between 2010 and 2012.
Okay.
Just for education. Okay.
But baby, at Kofa, ya was soon semi by ya a day and
for our education.
Short commission report or the better abonting. A bang better one among because of say protecting the white people issue no I some written nipa bebre and nyen say ye near di to hu sa and no na say aban kwa me o de na no ka sem foforo no ye ne o ye bibi foforo then pa ne motivation then pa ne obi motivation say oko training thugs how to handle weapons send we sim to
at this point we are not sure
kwa me say President Mahama or your former president
MPP fu so abe ya no senya no kware
and the one sempa ye nim say yampa President Mahama or your former president Kwame or were privy to so many information sabi ayen ete ye mu bi arinya it is what babonten be kan na owonyina so eso kan na mum sa efi President Mahama no anaba anahena no na aba no me eho no me susan ke ma eno mra from ne yen tackle asem no head on.
Now what is assembly any?
I'm then just assembly no
maybe so
assembly
because when who funny
enyam funny a me mehu Kwame me say enyam funny a mehu President Mahama babonten be kan because of say information na wanya no e concrete bi a wahwehwe mehu na ebom.
Now what was one man?
If President Mahama no buy ne fin and Kufuor no buy no. Yen hwa asem no ne merit. Asem no say ehia say Ghana ye be koso agige sa na mafo nsu ana. Sabi.
Ma me bisa asem. Say Nanado president so be ka say bibia say ni ho obedi adi.
Kwa me bibia say ni ho. Go say nia wayira enonim ba bi o hye. Aban bibia say ni ho ya ka yate abre. Fiti Delta Force was Ashanti region. Kotu share national security regional coordinator so. Kopim so kotu share court so. Then na ben ankasan kan fam. President Kufuor ekoi ko bon ko show 2-4 bon. Say sadi de me fi haka me koti ase. E ko fi ho na san course room. Inte so na waka na so na wo ye. Eno ne yatra ho ana e de ye ne ba ya was.
Ma san ba uyima no. Me say esutware asem no so President Kufuor be yanu se nya no kwaya obedi edi
na me se kwa me nanka odi say President Kufuor
obedi eda na wunje ni
me nye ni
enu ana
President Kufuor be ka cho say yampa na wo
chama say me da say no kwachi sa busa na enu ano no na me fi say penifo say em say yes asipe penifo say atutwamani bia Australia na enu anum NDC fo nsem moka amamu ni ebu mo yenkasa mo nka ho bio opposition no mote no ese mo mo subject na ye no my economy opposition enyewu opposition asembia yemianum NDC for enganka mo panyini tondoman mama na mo kekasa no pese kana for yenso yenfa hu nentere kromana ana ekote no bi so ma ye obi dai sedenti
yeni mo
mesiro e papa chao se kase ya kuya chidi a wa na mo twetwe kuya chi ntimo yeni anum NDC for no isa se mo be responsible in opposition e kwa bi se kura na kase mo ya ma opposition am won kura mo nyuma nkoye incompetence in opposition is deadly mo ko mai no ne kan obi a wan hihye na ko wa dwen se obese my Ghana de a se na mo kura no allegation bi atete o radio so say yanchi maya yanchi chin kwa ketekete
eno so atisem
nti
ya fatisem na antisa
enti ai chama de make akusia ne say yenuanom NDC fo nyai ehu a wototo man no so amra bi make asa nchepi ye ko raise euro bond no sa $3 million e kunya ya ewiase nyina kra agi Ghana di say nke ma ye be 21 billion no ya wa no make asa mpanifo ne bi ye Thailand ye fundraising no kasa adentina ye dia no ye pay interest ne boa ye pese ye dey ye de to ne ye offer bi no so offer bi na ye ko na ba kutwe mi ko gina nchen e no se na munim se ene ma boa ye to amamo bosia boa na ye bo no ensema ya mo kan wo mamu no eno so ye factor ensema ye kan ye wo mamu no etumi ma bosia boa kra ye e dey mo Ghana na se yan che pimia menua anu abo adongo ne ye hwe 220 million skabia de kwakoye da mangone tamalesio eho ehihye ana obo adongo busa se na anyebia adentina insurance e wade ewi ne bo den sa insurance e wo busia ho akase wo so kakra ana me ka chere se ana bo uni ma dia e friend insurance na uni bi omu ye omu take risk omu to risk. Now risk also part of the risk na the information dey to appointment. And the cost of the insurance now we say also no. Ayo propaganda no. The cost of insurance and ye tria we bosia ho no. Ayan nsema ye keke gu appointment and na manfo charge ya kese.
Na se asem ho no we ho amemu misa.
Mpacho eno dey obusa any problem. But dem ka kusia no say even in opposition we expect NDC to be responsible.
Now, if they are suspicious of something, they shouldn't say so.
Chama General, any problem? So Beka say suspicious. Now Beka say, Mampany John Roman Mamakung for to be. Entino, what Jack was saying. No, Sabi.
Honorable, but you can't asema in Shaman or Daminkai.
So I say a photo.
Man can't just support man pay Mahama photo.
Okay, now can I say any picture?
Missy, near other kind of confirm pictures of one thing I am minimum.
Okay.
And a nipa, what you put to a bit, Medasi, what was young? Say picture, a binny you. Picture was some binny more. Picture was some quanacadia, a binny, and Kamaka Sanko. Sansa Mampany John Roman, Mamma Grano, no akofa, and maybe a chemu. I have soon some say sorry no. Okofa picture be crying and a cracky, a kujina diplomatic, if I mukuma, I shall say cancer and some. A curious it was a picture related. Muniana Pacho, Opa, young Connie Chinian Coque, maybe we are making Google. A beto, Entino, ma on Cassa, a dear, a dim Babatom, and Munyai, they can say.
Are you saying Sanyano Cray?
The mechanic say, Mampany John Romani Mamma Neca Padia, Bidiamini.
Are you saying, sir, training beyond so party tax we are training course as try?
Miffy said, me who's a training Biacoso, to me to make us say, no crack. And the mechanic say, young woman did not say, Ghana Puntu and Nim Corner. And your problem said, Bibi saw how grandma and Okoya Munya won't find it out to ye and Sunday the Batobat, Mampino Kufuado, Akoshamra, at the Rabafa Parliament, I'm your passing against our vigilantes at Kakawi, Nadine Yakoye. Hey, a man ye woo. Oka on Messamicao, and T. and my baby, I say, in Sufao. And this is for Subana woman and saying, I can say, in Sufa woman, stroke crown or sum. I did be crying them come. I said, because see people for record is our room. Now, my room. Mama see people for that. And I said, the opposition number one says, who been a move, said, dear you, the minimum said, Sana said, because all show some mission. Okay, can send me name is Nam Chamsey. Or say MPP by on your free. Hey, Minia, that's an okay. You're the end of your crown in him said, you. I'm almost here. When I 8 years, most sell me. You're not crying him said, and crab almost 2 million. Eco school bank. Busiabo, I have for chairman pencil. Okay,
Chibriko, as China and America, you better know.
Or the kind, Chamajuna.
And I'm stopping into Wusu Java.
The American say, Chamajuna. Ma NDC phone cassette. More opposition were Halantino. Bibia, and the Queen, or the Candy, other year at Timamu for Pisamo, Munai. You go to Timamu anyway, a man for 8. We cried last day, which will be a minute and your man for. Me and room a man for. Sansayin, I am, I don't know. Not in your man Kui, Mr. Mo, even opposition, we expect you to be responsible.
Chairman General.
Baby, as our accusations, counter accusations, I could be training and things.
Yeah. And now, the material from Penimbiano, a woman in the and a woman Jumaye, a redare, a bamboo same moon, and a cakrama king kind fat, bamboo Juma dear home. Emma and Sembi say no, Cocoboa de Biame Bonne say, as I say, you didn't come out. Chairman General. Yeah, actually, ye Ona was Fia Jimua Budini in security matters.
Yes.
Security communication is as important as maintaining security itself. And no, my foundation, you know. And Nuntina, Semampani Dada. Why a commander in chief Pen? Now, why a chairman of the National Security Council or Kasafa security of the country or Manua? Metieno asupumpa. May I careful because an MPSA can say be and it is true. Why young Mampany Pen? Now, one has some no brano. A binom almost some no. A highly trained professionals are. I don't think say one na ne all near by moon, you know. One no a kake domuntem no welcome. There may be some relations here and there. Even though or a former president, he has access to some valuable information. But it's also important to note, say, on not just a former president, or yet the first former president that all make history say or siki re-election. And to me, classify President Mahama as former president Keke. I also see him as a politician like President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo was when he was president. A Chairman General, I mean, can we a president Mufi when he was opposition leader or can send me more? It turned out not to be true. And in that light, it is possible that President Mahama today, aspiring to that office again, may be saying something that may also not be true. May Kasa in this hedged manner say, Beya, Yenya Ebe say, Ebetimi Abase Yampa, Ebetimi Abasu say, and Yampa. Kwame?
Yeah.
Baby, I want any baby, I mimi. My dream training, Susu Yene say. By now, many will say either say privately, and I say could the National Security Minister, the National Security Coordinator, Mpemprea many will say free brown mampani mama kasayi and koma konin chain. To establish as Minaswa or what they can assassin. So woman that is if asem o kan no koso ana enkoso enkoso but almost nim enti ono wo nyina so bi a because omo na ye in charge of security enti say party ewom minim say claim no make ye no o say a government na training wo mo ana MPP party na training wo mo.
That's why I say MPP train tags.
I mean that's the point. MPP training talks are a MPP as a political party. It will be very, very problematic. Say, I on my so almost a bamboo seven and cross over radar. It's dangerous. So they should know. I say, just hanging a sword, no, dead it to Anamo. Say, I'm Paso says so many more. I think, say, former President Mama, and now a NDC presidential candidate. One more a strong representation in Parliament. Your Defense and Interior Committee.
Yeah.
Identifying on channels how they way to bring either the Interior Minister, the Defense Minister, the National Security Minister on the floor of Parliament to answer questions on that based on information. Mampani mama or mampani dada mama or whatever sa institution so baby sa. Kwame me pese ye manyo no ye team to state bia me kasa kwa se me ya manyo kekenti. I shouldn't just talk for the sake of politics. And we must subject people to, in the words of Baimia Bombay, we must subject people to strict proof.
Talking about Bombay, I'll say the training of national security operatives at Esuchari didn't begin today.
That's right.
Same training exercises happened during the Mahama administration. Let's be factual and truthful to ourselves. There's pictorial evidence to authenticate that. Sadly, both sides of the political divide, the MPP and the NDC, have always played some mischief with it over the years.
Thank you.
Some propaganda mischief is what they are doing.
Thank you.
They are not party thugs.
Thank you.
But because of propaganda, we tend to toy with national security matters. Abdul Malik,
thank you very much for that intervention, senior comrade. And take your rightful position in the CPP research team, Bombay. We want you to do that. And I'm saying this of course I'll come to the base. I ready because we need to offer. Now, I'm happy how he ended. Problem I must had ye way in Kitamudi and my establish say the need say the state security architecture no omne mampani mama benya interaction na de okan no ankasa no e bia nye national security training for na oka maybe MPP4 training crofo pa ampa o baby on fast information no mai but kwame de kokuba ko akan ya menene ya adwene ananka me twa ba ho e the absence of a trusted national security architecture, mostly because of yen disruptions. I shall say 1966, 24 February. Yen team building a national security architecture. And in Pempi, no, they are regime securities. Now, come, that's the danger. Wouldn't him say, and then say America for the day or more ye. We are no more started presidential campaign pay. Secret Service for a provided services ma or lead contenders no.
Yeah.
Or winning your pet. State security has taken charge. The person's life needs to all know and you can't say no. You have no option. That is the state security architecture. And there will be sana. IGP appointments, CDS appointments, Kwame, service commanders. You know what I'm talking about. And now say, young more modern say you build the state security structure. Of course, your name CPP is promising. Say you build a truly national security architecture, devoid of partisan overplace. Our loyalty should be loyalty to the state, to the republic, and not to Namanyoku. I will film and I say Amanyokua and Nam so and an appointment. Neno Sanna Kamina make Kadiama one more Eddie Omua Kusi was say, Omuye, a bamboo Juma. Our police, military, SEPS for immigration for. Why don't open also a case I training no? Make I pass me secondary school now. Me Uncle Bako, or say a farm for police. Oh my for Kobe, and I'm saying. Justice Gabriel Palmer as in be catch me and can me career objectives on. It's all part of my career objectives. Choose what you want to be. One of what chooses up is all police. But you do when you were police at one.
That's all.
And until all your appointments are appointing authorities no. Appointing Nipa na Kasano or what something to lose. Senator Jumana and Koya. Don't just appoint anybody. And I'm encouraging and inviting. Say, and you may be a hot yet, but answer a bedi on my Kutamuneno, Mampanina and Drankofado. Appointment be a mobile in the security services. No, look for men and women of integrity who have something to lose on their own before you put them there. Me wojidene reshemu say, yeah, Kakoya Nimino. Say, ye be jet to say, my bako and ye war. Na ye jai sebi, a man yo. Me pre to me auntie Chairman General Papa why me baby in echi na in it was and kwana me weka
Kabila walk out of the studio.
No, I didn't say that one. I didn't say that one. You know, let's be positive. Let's be positive. Chairman General, yeah, positive pa oh my God, I don't need me bisa penny be. Say, Chairman General, maybe that's what I will end on. Can you imagine if it had been the case that Kwame Nkrumah, K. Bedema, Botu, J.B. Dankwa, William Furiata, K. Buzia, Chief Dombo, women now were serving in various capacities in one regime of this country's administration. Can you imagine?
But it's not possible. People have diverse opinions.
Of course, Kwame. There's no diversity.
Of course, there's diversity.
Yes, I'm saying that it is possible that we can work together with our disagreements and our diversity. Of course, it is our diversity that brings the beauty in us.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's about the management of that diversity that makes leadership. After all, difference is a human phenomenon. You are different, I am different. Even Kwame, in Komoye di Asemba, who approach, said obesi atobo. Chamadera, na no bi kra nya wa na wode mekasaya. Nanka me ya take steps we do ma. Ene enka yetidieti.
Say you know yedi ehun komo echi.
So it's important that we listen to each other. That's what I'm driving at.
And respect.
And in doing so, no, we must do so in respect. Buomu ebuo kwan so. Udo unua. Udo unua. Chamajena. Odo de initiative problem biao odo
me that say
nya ni PSA pa
Kokrokoo ba ko de pictorial evidence be a breme I'll say omo mu she blue no omo MPP for training omo mu she grey were those trained during the NDC period.
So Bombay is establishing the fact that
I'll say
throw the NDC and DCP away and take the CPP.
They are all national security operatives, not party thugs. Of course, some of them may have had sympathies for the parties in government. I have names, I have dates of recruitment, and I have training dates. Let's cut out the hypocrisy. Well,
Amen.
What time is it? 10:48. Okay, maybe Pong. Yes, if you don't have a card, try to.
Yo, I'm so my Muhammad is asking me to go bro share. I'm the media.
Is it Ghana Journalists Association?
Yeah, GD Penfo. Nti niami hu ni say o de adwuma bi foforo so ahye in central fonsa. Dodo na no hwehwemu ye etagina mo so. Nti ade bi ba na ye jaw to mfimfini say NDC MPP abi dodo na no niam bebre eso kata. Enti ya na nka bibi samo a mo kwakọ ye nhwehwemu na mo so mo hu ne den etisa entisa na mo meka bo no po say sa de nya de akwa me se ye twetwe ho ana ye gige so sanse ede oman no beko oyenem ye makwan say abato a obia se na mra ne kire no akoto abaka okofi oboboso ya ne wanwi wabeto na ne wabehya na memu ase enya ne ayede ameti esoso na oyin kobro yi oyin si oyi kwan eno de ya nhweni ya ejije so a ede niema emfa ense and a bebo maiso that me that's another
yo Ochim then I be try to
me dey say you be share what chief nyina na ya chia yenu ma omo batma constituency na me dey share so afro fidie so wa yenu ba kwa magazine Mr. Enin our yes papers na the meka ne say Ghana your mind ba kope na ese hwedie sambre die ye ka say amamu no hye amampenya kufuado nsema oye otu anamo a efata ne se we never be from banking crisis macroeconomic issues free senior high school sambre am no ka say akwan ho even all debts e kegugu nyina was between about 80% na contractors is form tumi nyina kebo e pacho e beba entino nam kwaso e ba de be ya nti be ya say ama MPP ekonanim so entino make say enuanum NDC opposition tino so ama panyini tu akwan ho na mo se be se makura mo ye dia saka gribu kai bibia o enso anya hwe enti de be kan say o my Ghana ye dia ye no my no na enkoyenim na me fan chi twato kra ma enuanum a o mo to my expression so okumase na me ya doma me pem no e be hia o
Tamanjana
GM Express
2M Express
okay woni ochima boaje mon kan che mo achitafu ni se oyaw won yaw nipa
okay
oyaw wo yaw nipa na de anya de pa so ni obi nya adwan yaw
don't
yes so you don't need to like a person before you can
and idea kwa me fuaso
ye fosu
e adwen kire ni amesusu ni ehunu ni it doesn't mean say bia wo de no it's a say chin obi mfa inti sa yaw ne because any role
yes
you know any part to play
issues of insult any disrespect ne
so there's a gentleman called Farouk in Kaswa. Farouk, you may not like me but don't insult me. Why?
Okay.
So Farouk in Kaswa, I've seen your messages.
Yes.
I just will not read them. But you don't have to insult people. When you're being that's it. But don't go around insulting people and calling them names. In fact, why? Haja,
Yes, Chairman General.
Well, they are now be supporting artists. Then I've got the
Say me supporting me General Secretary. Unim say Chairman General.
Yes.
Unim say ja platform yi de me General Secretary platform. And say me dawa sinama san da me General Secretary as say wa twimi anopo tutu ya betina Peace FM. This is a very big platform and we are grateful. Nah.
Mefa kwanya yesu mefa akwanya yesu egu empra NDC ne CPP ten no egu ne ye no oni hwie bi o.
The night is dark and I am far from home. Lead me on. Keep down my feet high. Do not ask to see the distance in one step enough for me. The distance in one step enough for me. I want to be a cranny one. I want to be any one. On fire for us. He is a cloud of
shade. Of course, Mary Pa.
But I say, one who never man, one son, oh baby, I ne boss no titi
yo
choose what I could run e come be an hwane mo ban titi
yo
o sa de nche on na sebe makama aya
anopa de o kai fa atamdidi ho no e pese atamdidi nya se bia ka se wodi atamkeke wo twa ntro kra che unua anya ti yenjai
abokrama so kan se bi o se no quarantine na ya kwame on na ye bibia o ma obi a be hu
yen worry da
ni akwamra ye ne yi trese se anka ye yi na anka ma obi a hu ya anka nya ne se ogwani
na dia na kwamra ye Debio please no dia na kwamra ye Debi
ya no mo chimpra bia bio
woni na chimpra da woni na chimpra please Kabila
still on to one
ya no ma wie
na dia na any wa da
ha se
o ti anu na wo ka cha me say woni aware da ana me say woni hwan wan na aware be ya
and this is
what's the next time we are mu wale be wo
ayo kwamsana am for grab you
and this munya tro
yempam bi okra
me pa cho ngumi General Secretary hu fi o wen kwa de me mpene ara ka se kwapna anka den na ye yi anka ontena anka den na ye yi won na ye ida
me be bonyum bi amam why
thank you
Kofi Kinata nyum
okay
it's entitled Things Fall Apart.
Yes.
Friday